There we go. Oh, here we go with the cord again. Okay, is this better? Okay, alrighty. Okay, I see a couple people. Who's hanging out with me tonight? Hello, Ellie. Your ATC cards are in the mail. Wow. Hello, Michelle. That was fast, Ellie. I think you were working on those in advance, I'm going to say. Hi, Mary Pat. How are you? What's the weather like in Helena? Hello, Lori. Hi, Margaret. How's everybody doing tonight on this lovely Tuesday evening? It's hot. It was warm here today. I think it's supposed to be even hotter over the next few days. Hello, Wanda. You were. I kind of had a feeling. Good for you. Good for you. Okay, yeah, so in case anybody didn't see, I posted the groups for the ATC swap in the main group. So you should be tagged in there if you are part of, there's a Canada group and a US group. It's hot here in Illinois. Is that right? Yeah. Yeah, it's, I don't know what it is. Summer is hanging on and I don't love it. I don't know about you, but I don't love it. I'm a fall girl. I love autumn. Okay, so tonight our theme is 10 things about. Okay, so who did their homework and actually collected 10 things about someone? You could do 10 things about yourself. You could do 10 oh no, Mary Pat, that stinks. Your ATC cards are 90% done. You must have gotten right to work, Margaret. So you can do 10 things about myself, 10 things about your significant other, 10 things about one of your kids, 10 things about one of your parents. I interviewed both my parents today, and so I'm hoping to do both today. So here is my book. So this is my P13 notebook. Finally done processing apples. Yeah. Oh, busy. So I only have a couple of pages left. We really went to town this year. This is my second notebook. The other one is much more full. And because it has a lot more pages. So these are the papers I pulled. Because I had, okay, what was the last notebook we did? Or the last hangout we did was all about August. So I always do those ones in my bigger notebook. And so this was all about August. And if you remember, these papers are some of my very precious cocoa vanilla papers that are hard to get. And I'm listing all my family, so I've got a few done. Oh, that's awesome. Yes, a series. Do your whole family. That's perfect. Send all your heat to my house, please. Yeah, I'm in shorts today. It was warm. Cocoa vanilla, when I pulled these ones out, because I have them all in the same spot, I pulled out these ones. So this line is called Unforgettable. This is part of the 12 by 12 paper collection. They have 2 of each of the different double-sided patterns. This one actually has cut aparts on it. This is another one of the patterns. They're beautiful papers. And then I have all these die cuts that are part of the release. And I also have this sheet of stickers. So I thought I would use these as well. I don't know how it's going to turn out or what exactly I'm going to do, but that's okay. we're flying by the seat of our pants as always. So my book is, I can't remember where's my ruler. So my book, the pages are actually 5.5 by 8.25, 5.5 by 8.25. I cut my pages down to 5.5 by 8. So they have a little bit of a border. Now, I could actually cut them down a little bit more on the width and even on the length, because see how it's starting to, like, I'm almost at the end, but see how the spine goes in like that, and I don't want my papers to like come away, so I'm actually going to trim them down a little bit more. So maybe maybe a 1/4 of an inch. Okay, so hopefully, I love the colors on these papers. See, so that way it's in a little bit more from the spine. So yes, I like that. This is your first time watching a live, Lori? Well, thanks for coming and hanging out with us. We do this every Tuesday night. We do different like listing or notebook scrapbooking or just fun stuff. Really, it's just, you know, being creative for ourselves, but also doing a little bit of snapshots of what's going on in our lives at any particular time. And because I don't know about you, but like I by next week I'll forget what I did this week. So stuff that I did last year or the year before, you don't ask me, I will not remember. So I kind of do this. I do this for myself, but you know, I also do it because I think it would be really fun. I would love to find a notebook like this that like one of my grandmas did. You know what I mean? So I think it's pretty cool. Hello, Tamara. Are you hanging out with us? So because I wrote down a lot of stuff, even though it's only 10 things about someone, I'm doing my mom and my dad. So these layouts aren't going to be super fancy. I forget what I did 5 minutes ago, right? I was going to say I forget what I did yesterday, but I didn't want to sound that bad. So that's why I kind of pulled out things that I did stamp up some images, but I don't think I'm going to have A, the room, or B, the time to color them up, but I thought these would be really fun images. This is from a stamp set that is now retired called Rock Around the Clock. And I just thought they would be really cool because that's exactly what my dad looked like. Now, these are actually images from, like, you know, they look like they're from the 50s. However, my parents, you know, met and got together when they were in the 60s, the mid to late 60s. So anyway, this is the stamp set. So some of you might have it. I might use some of these musical notes as bullet points. So anyway, I don't know if I'm going to use them. I may just use the different things in here. I haven't even gone through it to see what's actually in there, but so to write on, like I said, I really want to make this a really simple layout. We've done some more involved, you know, layouts lately. So I wanted to do this one fairly quickly or easily, I mean, and wow, my throat is so dry right now. Sorry about that. So I cut out 2 different sizes of white to write on them. Okay, so this is 4 by 6. And this is, I think, 4.5 by 5.5 or 6.5. 4.5 by, oh shoot. What did I do? I messed up. These are the bigger ones. These are the bigger sizes. And I'm looking at what I have to write down. And I'm not sure. I usually use Stampin' Up. What's the paper and stamps you use? So the stamps are actually my products. These are Kraftin Kimmie Stamps. We are a Canadian small company. Our stamps, we have stamps, stencils, and our own ink line. So that's what I generally use. But, oh, see? This, I cut something wrong. Oh, no, I didn't. So those are right. They just look funky. They look like different sizes. But like I said, these papers are cocoa vanilla. This, I'm just using, what is this? What's this paper? You guys, what do we normally color on with our alcohol markers? This is the 80-pound Nina Solar White or whatever it is. And this is the bigger size. I'm going to try to do it on this size so that we can get more of the color in there. And I do want to do a title cardstock, the Nina cardstock. Nina 80-pound, because I'm not going to do any coloring on this. This that I've stamped my images on, this is Nina 110-pound. So that is good for coloring with your alcohol markers. And of course, all of our inks are alcohol marker friendly. You can use your pencils with them. You can watercolor with them, everything. So I want to do a title, 10 things about mom. 10 things about mom and dad. So I'm going to move my notebook and try to work on these like this. So I did pull out some of my puffy alphabets. I did get my order today that has a bunch of new ones of these. So once I get it all organized and inventoried, I will post here in the group what colors I got, how many I got, and if you're in Canada, you can snag them and I'll put them aside for you or ship them right out. So I'm thinking the black and 10 things about, and I think I might use the pink over here to put about, and then I'll put mom and dad here. I'm thinking. I'm really just flying by the seat of my pants. So let's do 10 things, but I'm going to go backwards because I want the title to kind of flow. So I'm going to do things and I'm going to do it backwards. Oh, goody, would love some black and pink letters. There's also orange. There's a light gray, a light brown, some really great fall colors. But they were on back order for a while, so I will share with you. Oh, there's a really pretty lilac color as well. So, as always, flying by the seat of my pants. Ten things, and I've run out of ends already. So thankfully I have a new package. I always love the black because I really feel like it makes things stand out. They don't have a lot of ends. Like, it shocks me that there's only like 4. Although, I could use a U, I guess. It wouldn't have the kind of leg on it, but it doesn't look bad. So what is everybody else using? The theme today is 10 things about. I read it and legit forgot. Yeah. I'm shocked. I'm shocked, Tamara. Yeah, we have a Kraftin Kimmie Stamps group. It's the community, the Krafty Friends community, and it's called Kraftin Kimmie Stamps Krafty Friends. There's over 7,000 people in that group, and we there's card making and scrapbooking, but it all focuses around my company, which is Kraftin Kimmie Stamps, our stencils, and our ink line. And we are located in Canada. And but this group I made separately because it's more for journaling and planners and calendars and a little bit of notebook scrapbooking and things like that. And there's no, like, you can share whatever you want in this group. It's not just Kraftin Kimmie Stamps, but I do tend to use a lot. But you're welcome to share in this group anything you want. What am I doing? Things. Ooh, I know what I'm going to use for this. No. Yes. I thought it looked short, but then I forgot there's a dot to go on top. And I do ship to the US, but currently with the way things are going with the tariff situation, I am unable to ship to the US. But there is one online store in the US that carries my stamps and stencils, and that is called Artful Angel. So you can purchase some of our products there. And I'm really, really hoping that this situation doesn't last very long, or they figure something out, because this is killing us. Okay, this is going to be a T. Do I have a T? Thank you, Lori. Okay, and I'm going to use the number. I like that these ones have numbers. Not all the alphabet. Not all the alphabet, like sticker sheets or even stamp sets or things like that, actually include the numbers. So 10 things. And then about Artful Angels. Yes, Artful Angel. And the owner's name is Charis, Charis, and she is absolutely wonderful. 10 things about, you can also find, I was going to do these in pink, wasn't I? Do you think I should do them in the pink? Do the word about in pink? And then I was going to do mom. Actually, I think I was going to use the smaller letters. Oh, and I don't have enough to do their names. Let me just see what I have. I have this bright pink. Does it match? It does not match. So I could do M-O-M-T-A-D. Okay, so I'm going to do their names in the pink, and I'm going to do the about in the black. 10 things about gardening. See, these are all amazing ideas for your notebooks. Like, has Artful, they haven't. They have, she has moved. She's been going through quite a bit, and she's actually moved states. So she's had to go through selling her house and all that sort of stuff. So, you can absolutely message her. No, oh no, because I can't ship to her. Yeah. So I don't think, like, only what she has in her shop, is what she has of mine right now. I was going to say something else and I forgot. Angels. Yeah. I can't remember. Okay. So I'm going to put about in the black And then I'm going to do their just mom and dad at the top of each in the pink. Okay. A. I heard my husband just come in. He, as you may or may not know, he drives truck. And when I messaged him just a little while ago, he was on the highway, stuck on the highway behind an accident. So he was rather frustrated. But thankfully he's home. 10 things about... things about... Okay, here we go. Now, I could do a dot dot. And I could do it with little hearts too, because I have more hearts down here. So I'm going to do a dot and another dot. There we go. Okay. 10 things about, and then I'm going to do mom and dad, and then we're going to get this show on the road. Let's do the O in the middle. Let's see, so we'll do, I always try to, if I'm doing a title and I want it to be centered, I usually try to start in the middle so that it kind of, I have a better chance of getting it even. And mom is 3 letters, so that's good. Okay. And daddy-o. Oh, I was going to do in the middle. Start in the middle, Kim. And I'm doing this sitting down, so if stuff isn't exactly straight, oh well. I try as much as possible to relax when I'm crafting, if possible. Okay. Okay, so now I'm going to move these to the side. And I'm going to work on these. Yeah, that didn't exactly go in the middle, did it? Oh, well. Okay, we're going to start with mom. Now, I did say I was going to use some of these musical notes. I pulled out a couple of different ink colors. So I'm going to use black as well. These are my samples, so that's why they don't have the fancy covers on them. But this is what our stamp set or ink pads look like. So I'm going to use Aqua Adventure, Festive Fuchsia, and Wicked Black. And they all come in ink pads, ink cubes, and ink refills. Okay, let's see. I don't really, or do I number them? So I can use, these are our, this is our calendar essentials stamp set. This is our weekly essentials stamp set. And then this stamp set is not yet released. It's our Krafty alphabet stamp set. I don't know if I actually, do I want to number them? I kind of want to number them because that's the name of the, you know, the page. Hello, Maria. No worries. I kind of want to number them. I could use these, or I could use these. Maybe I'll do numbers, and then maybe I'll sprinkle in some of these kind of throughout. I have been able to get some sets from Artful Angel that you no longer had in stock. Perfect. Yes, numbers. Okay. So this is the stamp set that's part of our journal club, which I think I still have a couple of spots available. So journal club, it's for actually October. So this stamp set and the stencil won't be released until October, and we will do a specific hangout listing featuring these items and the paper pad and sticker collection that come with the bundle. So do I want to use these? I kind of do want to use these. Or do I want to use the bubble ones? I could stamp them in the black and then color them in. Ooh, that would be fun. Let's do that. Okay. But I won't color them in until I've already written everything, because I'm afraid to smear them or make them run, because this really isn't the right paper for it. But I'm going to give it a go. Okay, so I'm going to start with number 1. Eek! Okay, so let's use the Wicked Black for the numbers. We may use those colors afterwards. Okay. 1. Okay. And where's my... I'll just put this to the side. Clean her off. Number 1. Okay, so I think the pen I'm going to use it's a Sharpie Ultra Fine Point, and it writes fairly nicely, so I might use that. I'm going to try to do this as straight as possible. So my mom, I'm going to group things together. There's a lot of ways that you can do this, but I asked a lot of questions and kind of got details, and I'm going to kind of group them together. So first of all, her name is Diana Elizabeth, and Blythe was her maiden name, and she was born on May 30th, 1948. Okay, so that's number 1. Number 2, that's my stomach. Yes, I'm hungry. Number 2. This is so fun. I had so much fun interviewing them today. And I want to do more. And I'm going to make my numbers kind of go, I don't want them all running the same. So that's number 2. Okay. She was born in Loo, which is in Cornwall, England, of course. And then she was raised, so she mostly grew up in a place called Manhattan. Okay. Number 3. I hope that I can get this all in. Trying to write small. I wish I did that for my mom and dad. You know, you might be able to get some of that information, or like, I did a lot of interviewing my great aunt about my grandma and grandpa, because they have both passed away a lot of years ago, and she just recently passed away, and so I got a lot of information from her. So you may be able to find someone in your family that knows you know, more. She is the oldest of 3, and she has two brothers. Named Andrew and David. Gotta run. Okay, see you later, Wanda. Okay, number 4. What's number 4? Eek. I really hope I can get this all in. That's the thing when you're, you know, writing things. I find this when I'm working in my journal as well. Like, you allocate so much room to write things down. Yes, you probably know a lot, so write it down, Lori. Write it down and write down what you can remember. Because if you're like me, it'll escape you soon enough. 4. Okay, so she... And I mean, this is back in England as well. And this was back in the, you know, mid 60s. So they left school very early. So she left, or, you know, their school only went to 15. So she left school at 15. And her first job was at... at the Devon and Cornwall Film Service. So I'm just going to say Devon and Cornwall Film. Yeah, so remember when they used to do film, cameras with film, and then you would have to get them processed and everything? She used to do that. So... so much I want to put in here, but I know I'm not going to have room. I have to do a, like an extra page, or maybe make it a flip thing or something. What she was, okay. Mom and Dad's first date was, she even remembered the date. Ugh. But we were going to look it up to make sure. It was the first Saturday, or the last Saturday in September in 1965. She thinks it's the 25th. My mom did that ancestry thing, and apparently we have a distant relative who works on the Titanic as a stewardess. Oh, no. Yes, I bet. I need to look that up. Let me see if I can look it up. Last Saturday in September 1965. It was the 25th. Yep. So... was September 25th, 1965, and they went to the movies. They saw Girl Happy with Elvis Presley at the movies. I'll add it, and saw Girl Happy with Elvis Presley. Okay. Now, oh, I gotta go back to video so I can see. My parents' story isn't so romantic. Teenage love ended in divorce. Bummer. Yes, I know, right? Good memory. Number 6. Number 6. They emigrated to Canada. Oh, shoot, I forgot to write there when they got married. Kimmie suck. See, I knew it. They got married before they emigrated. They emigrated and got married. They actually got married and then emigrated in 1968. And they came over on the Empress of Canada. Okay. 7. Oop. Melanie's messaging me. I interviewed my grandmother when I was in grade 6 about the day in the life at the turn of the century for her. It is. It's irreplaceable. Exactly. That's why I think, that's what I think. We are the memory keepers. We, that's our job in our families, I feel. Like us, that like scrapbooking and notebooking and listing and, I feel like that's my job as our, for our family, is to keep track of everything and write everything down. And I do think I'm going to run out of room. She loved being a stay-at-home mom. Some people say, oh, I wish I had gone out to work, or I wish I hadn't gone out to work, or she just loved being a stay-at-home mom. To myself and my brother. There are 2 of us. Okay, number 8. Her favorite hobbies are, some of them are the same as mine. Not favorites. Favorite. I'm just going to leave it. Favorite hobbies. She loves to crochet and knit. She taught me to knit when I was 6. And, stamping and card making. Number 9. Number 9, I did not know. I asked her and I did not know this, but when she was young, she wanted to be a nurse. Which I did not know. And then she discovered at that time that she did not like the sight of blood. Now that's changed. She said that now it doesn't bother her at all. So who knows? We change over time, I guess, right? And then number 10 is I asked her what her favorite trip has ever been. Just kind of like a, you know, random question. Was her favorite trip was in 2022, we all went on a family trip to Mexico for Emily's wedding, and it was the best, most relaxing vacation we've ever had. My adult kids eyes roll back in their heads whenever I talk about the past. So write it all down, because one day they will want to know. Favorite trip ever was to Mexico. Okay, there's Mom. So I'm gonna put that aside because we're gonna like decorate that, or I'll figure that out. Now we've got Dad. Okay, so I've got Mom's list. Now I've got Dad's here. Yeah, they will. One day they'll want to know. Because I'm sure I was the same. Like, ugh. You know. Okay, let's see. Maybe I'll put their wedding on Dad's. Their wedding date on Dad's. Okay, so number 1 for Daddy-o. Now, here's a weird thing, and it can be a British thing as well, but my dad doesn't have a middle name. And my brother and I didn't have middle names when we were born. I think I was 10 when I finally, because everybody else at school had a middle name and I didn't. So we got our names added to, not changed, but added to. So his name is Raymond Pickering. And he was born on December 12th, 1946. 2 of my grandsons interviewed me during COVID. It was one of their school assignments during lockdown. Well, that's fun. Okay, my computer froze, so hopefully that didn't affect anyone else. Okay, number 2. He was born in Doncaster, which is in Yorkshire, England, obviously, and he grew up in Derrite, Cornwall. Number 3. He has an older brother, Brian. Spelled with a Y. And their dad passed away of tuberculosis back then when he was, when Dad was 7 years old. Number 4. Okay. Okay, so number 4. Number 4. Okay, I wrote this all down and I scribbled a lot of it. So he went to, in his teenage years, went to Cornwall Technical College. And played soccer, or I should say football. Played soccer for the East Cornwall Premier League. Okay, number 5. Is everybody who is joining in? Who's stamping and coloring along? Or he finished his electrician's apprenticeship in 1968. Number 6. Not me. I like watching. Oh, good job, Ellie. Number 6. Married mom. On, where's my list? On March 9th, 1968, and emigrated. Number 7. I'm watching while making a list. I'm putting pizza in the oven. Ooh, delicious. I have a new recipe, well, new to me, in the crock pot, and it's chicken pot pie in the crock pot, and I'm making biscuits to go with it. They moved to Wallaceburg for Dad's first job. His job was at Eton Yale as a maintenance electrician. Number 8 are more kind of get to know you questions, or I know all these answers, but I wanted to make sure we wrote them all down. You're watering your plants and watching. We'll hopefully have time on the weekend. Perfect. I got ink all over me. Favorite sport to play and watch. I'm sure you can guess. number 9. Why? For a better life. They grew up, you know, really poor. And they worked hard and saved money. They came over here with $200. 200 Canadian dollars. And everything they have, everything I have, everything we all have is all because of, you know, them. Number 9, crockpot recipe, very easy. It's chicken pot pie with a little bit of chicken stock, 2 cans of cream of chicken soup, all sorts of seasonings. I threw in a can of peas. I would have thrown in a can of mixed vegetables, but I didn't have any. So peas, and mixed it all up. And then when I get done here, I'm going to pull the chicken out, you know, shred it, and then put it back in, mix it up, and then I'm going to make the biscuits. And then, yes, absolutely, better job opportunities for sure. Yeah, then I'm going to make the biscuits to go with it. So number 9, his favorite team, which of course I know is Manchester United. Although he said right now they're not my favorite team because they're sucking. And this leads into his favorite trip ever, which was last September. He and my brother went to England. And they went to a Manchester United game. They had a whole big tour of the, what do you call it? Oh, he'd be so embarrassed. You know, where they play all the games. It's a really big stadium. They had a big tour. They had a special dinner there. They met a bunch of the people. It was he's been, you know, that was his bucket list trip, and it was a dream come true for him. So favorite trip was to Man U in 2024. Yay. Okay. You're welcome, Mary Pat. There's a couple of different ones I've seen online that I definitely want to try different ones. Okay. This one's over here. Of course, I am going to doodle around them, maybe color a little bit, or I'm going to color the numbers, I think. Let's see, what do I have for doohickeys? Hiccups. Okay, take a photo. No, true story. True story. I do want to have a ticket somewhere because that was their first trip, or their movies. That was their first date. I love these. I love some of these flowers. I love these feathers. Right? It's such a great idea. So fun. Let's see. What else have I got? Those ones are too big. Let's see, what else have I got? There's some really pretty butterflies. something like that, maybe. I don't want to, you know, do too much. Yeah. Okay, I want to doodle around the frames of these. Not even so much doodle, but just frame. Oh, that's what I was going to say. Thanks for saying that, Michelle. Okay, see ya, Ellie. Yes, we have, so the videos, Facebook has, you know, messed things up, as always, and so the videos that we share on Facebook are only kept here now for 30 days, and then they disappear. So we have a YouTube channel where I upload all our videos from here. We also have Throwback Thursday videos from the main group, which is all Kraftin Kimmie Stamps. And our designers do videos, card making videos, altered items, bookmarks, tags, all that kind of stuff. And they're all over on our YouTube channel. So it's Kraftin Kimmie Stamps YouTube channel. So, and there's playlists that have, like, you can look for specific things that, like, if you, all the journal stuff is in one playlist, or you can check out all different stuff. Okay. Okay. Let's move that. Here's my book. Here's my book. Yes, Ellie's will be up soon for sure. Okay, so I have room for one more after today's. So, do I want to round the corners? Yes, I think I do want to. I don't know. Do I want to round the corners today, tonight? I don't think so. I don't think so. Okay. Yes, and you're always welcome to join us. I do make the event pages in this group, so you can see what we're working on, like, next Tuesday. I haven't got October ideas up yet. And I did post in the group today. Normally I do the last Friday of every month. We do a hangout where I work on my calendar page for the next month. But the end of this month, Al and I are celebrating our 30th wedding anniversary. So we will be going away that weekend. So I will find another time that works, and I will post it in the group and let you know when that's going to be. The event today was at 8 a.m. Shut up. Was it really? No. I'm sure it wasn't. Because I got a notification tonight that it was coming up in an hour. I was sure it was. Oh. Well, that sucks, doesn't it? It doesn't say. I can't see. It's today at 10. Oh, 10. It was at 10 a.m. Oh, sorry about that, guys. Yeah. Good times. If you don't put in the time, it'll just put it whatever time it happens to be when you're working on it. So it must have been around 10 o'clock that I was making those, because I did them all at one time and I just screwed up, possibly. Sorry about that. You always know it's 7 o'clock on a Tuesday night. You know. Nope. Okay. I will stand up for this. It's 8 o'clock here. It's always in Eastern time. Yeah, we're in Eastern Standard Time. So you just happened upon us, Lori. Perfect. That's great. And as always, I'm open to open to suggestions for ideas for upcoming hangouts. Dancing with the Stars. I think I'm taping it. I haven't watched it in quite a few seasons. But there's a couple people that I'm kind of interested to see. Okay, 10 things about Mom and Dad. So I could put bigger things up here. Let's see. What did I put? I put this. I kind of wanted to put this here. I do like the feathers. We could put a pink one here, heart here, flower there. I kind of like that. So there are going to be Christmas themes released this year. I have a Christmas stamp set. I have yes, that's all I'm going to say. Lots of drama with the pro dancers this year. Oh. Yes, Tamara. Yes. I'm debating. See, I got charged a lot in tariffs for my last order. Because of course all my products are manufactured in the US. And I have a couple more stamp sets that I could order. And I think I might do that, and that will cover up to the end of the year and one stamp set, possibly two, for the new year. So all these wonderful things that I have to worry about or, consider and factor in. Okay, I think that looks good. So I'm going to You missed getting the Halloween. I can hold one for you, Michelle. Because I'm not sold out of that one yet. Let me know if you want the stamp set and the stencil. Thanks, Lori. It's really simple, but I had a lot of information I wanted to get on there. But I do as well, Michelle. I really hope they get things figured out because it's just ridiculous. There's a lot of countries that aren't even shipping at all to the US right now. And they're making it extremely difficult. So, thank you, Lori. Go. And I wanted to put this here, I think. Oop. Ooh, that almost went on the floor. Okay. What's our theme for next week? Is it fave things about fall or something like that? Yeah, the tariffs are just, it's only hurting, you know, all the regular people. And the small businesses are just, they can't keep up. It's very sad. There's a lot of businesses that have gone under because of it. Yeah, it's affecting us all. So we just, you know what, this crafting is my happy place, and I know it's a happy place for a lot of people, so we're going to keep crafting together. It's buffering. It looks fine here. I live in a small town. We've lost 5 small businesses so far. That's just awful. So will those of us in the clubs be ordering new items in the holding status when you're... Yes, I can do that. I can do that. I think maybe I'll do the heart there and the flower there. Yeah. Fave fall things. Ooh, this or that. Or this or that. Either or. We could do either or. Okay. so let's just keep hanging out and having fun and playing with our Kraftin Kimmie stamps. All right. We got the fall and Halloween coming up, and yeah, every Thursday, Lori, there is a this or that. So we did a this or that. Where is it? Hang on, let me. Yeah, right there. So we did a this or that at the beginning of the year. And it was here it is. It was a reading themed or book themed this or that. And so it was, so you could do like choices, like a list of different things. Do you like daytime reading or nighttime reading? So I made my arrow go towards nighttime reading. Physical book or ebook, mood reader, or do you like to plan out what you're going to read? Use a bookmark, use whatever. So you can do a list. You can make up your own list. We try to give the themes in advance so that you can, if there's like homework or whatever, things you want to jot down ahead of time, then you can come up with some ideas. So for fall, you know, I don't know, we could do a this or that sheet or together for that, or you could just do like it's really just kind of a jumping off point, these prompts or suggestions that we come up with, so you can make it whatever you want it to be. So it can just be your favorite things about fall, what you love about fall, what you hate about fall. I don't know. My town is quickly expanding and adding all those. Oh no, yeah, they're closing because they can't compete. Exactly. I'm thankful that my business is all online. I don't have the overhead of a brick and mortar store. So I'm thankful for that. However, even for us, it's very, very difficult. Now I did pull out some markers to color. I can quickly color up the numbers, but I need like a scrap of paper to check my what colors, because I just kind of grabbed. Here's a purple. Oh, I like that. That might be too dark. That's okay. And then there's also this one. I like that too. Okay, so I might use these 4. Okay, so let's start with this one. And then this one is V1. 160? Yeah, 160. It's penguining. It is penguining to look a lot like Christmas. You're right, Michelle. Good eyes. 3. I love that stamp set. It's so cute. And RV180. And then back to BG4. Hanging out is really a good thing. Gives me a reprieve. I missed that comment. What's going? Yeah, I know. And that's what we're here for. To help you relax and hang out and have fun with crafty friends. And because the world's on fire. And we need to be there for each other. Just got that set in my last order with another penguin one. Yeah, so this is penguining to look a lot like Christmas. And then there's also icy penguin pals or something like that. I don't want snow, but it's been so hot here. I can't stand it. I want fall too, Tamara. I'm with you, girl. Number 10. Okay. All right, now, oh, I love the way this is turning out. Oop, and I just threw it on the floor. Ugh. Okay. And then we'll just do this one. I really just grabbed some random markers that looked like they would go. I also hope Bailey's brings back their pumpkin spice. I haven't had that one. Oh, what the heck? I'm throwing them all over the floor. Thanks, Michelle. Here we go. Yeah, so this is I think it's called Unforgettable line by Cocoa Vanilla, and I love it. I love Cocoa Vanilla, but it's expensive because it does come from, I think, Australia, and it's hard to get. But also, if you haven't heard of yet, there's a great paper company in Edmonton called Simply Stated Designs, and their paper and their die cuts are very similar in quality. They're beautiful. But again, I'm broke right now, so I have a little bit. That I bought probably last year. Okay, I think we are all done. Yay! I love the way it turned out. You know, you start with an idea on your head. Yes, Simply Stated. Yep. You start out with an idea in your head, and then you don't know where it's going to go, where it's going to end up. But I really like the way this turned out, and I'm so glad we did this. You have a lot of it, Lori. Oh, nice. Let me zoom in a little bit. Is that? Oh, maybe that's too far. Thanks so much, Margaret. Yeah, so I'm glad. I'm excited. That turned out great. So next Tuesday night will be a hangout. Tuesday night will be fall. What I love about fall vibes, you know, whatever. And it doesn't have to be just a list. Like if you're taking pictures this week of something that reminds you of fall, or you can include stuff like that. Like we do all sorts of stuff. This is whatever you want to do. There's no rules. You can do whatever you want. $100 of product from Pretty Little Studio. Wow. That's awesome. Yeah, so you make it your own. Do whatever you want, and just use it as a jumping off point. We did summer vibes, and we did my favorite authors. These videos are all on the YouTube channel. Super idea. I have my list now. Yay! I can't wait to see what you guys make. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. I will see you, let's see, Friday morning I will be doing a coffee chat at 10 a.m. Eastern in the main group, the Krafty Friends Facebook group. Lori, if you want help finding that group, just let me know. I can add you to the group or send you a link to the group, or you can just search it. Kraftin Kimmie Stamps, Krafty Friends. What else? Our fall retreat, our private virtual retreat takes place this weekend. It's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I know some of you are involved in that. You're not a reader? Nope. But there's lots of other videos that we've done. So that's going on this weekend. Oh, and Thursday night, 7 o'clock Eastern time in the main group, Crafty Girl Heather will be doing a Throwback Thursday, and she is using one of my, I love this stamp set. Hang on. I have it here. It's the Lexi's Wheels stamp set. Here is a card I made using it. And of course, all the Throwback Thursday stamp sets, recent ones and ones coming up, are all on sale in the shop too. So check out the specials tab in the group. You're prepping for this weekend. Perfect. You'd like help? Okay, Lori. Lori, if you friend me, or if I friend you first, just accept my friend request and then I can send you a link. Heather makes the greatest fancy folds. She does, doesn't she? She does some great stuff. So that will be on Thursday night in the main group. And that's everything. Thanks so much for hanging out with me tonight. And I'll see you again soon. Love you. Bye.